putting the right kind of tools in our hands to tow safely is important. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas, and we're sharing our outdoor adventures on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky and the lakes surrounding our area. I'm here to talk to you today about something that you need if you tow a boat, because it gives you the ability to tune in your trailer setup so that it's exactly right for your vehicle and for safely towing. Now, if you're like me, you just grab the nearest 2-inch receiver, slide it in your truck, make sure the ball's the right size, hook up and go. And you don't give it a whole lot of thought. But that has caused me to take off down the road sometimes and find whatever I'm pulling to be swaying back and forth, or just tow kind of funny and not feel right. And that could be unsafe. Now, you may have seen before the WaySafe hitches that are designed to allow you to know what type of tongue weight you have when you put your trailer on your truck. And it's a really cool product that has a scale and dial built right into the hitch ball so that you can see when you drop the trailer down on how much tongue weight you have. And of course, you're trying to dial that in to 10 to 15% of what you're towing, and that keeps you from running into that situation where your trailer's going to sway back and forth. That can be important when you're dealing with a boat, because you might be hauling different amounts of gear at different times. Or if you're using a pleasure boat, well, you may have more equipment and coolers and things to eat and drink with you. And where you place that on the boat can make it pull differently. So those are things to keep in mind, and this allows you to dial that in so that it will tow safely. But it's not just the weight dial that makes this hitch so effective and makes it something that I think everyone who tows a trailer should own. Now, I can tell you, since I got this hitch, I did actually do the research to find out how much my boat weighs, how much my trailer weighs, and that way with the gear and fuel, I know about what I'm towing. And that's right at 2,800, 2,900 pounds, which means I need to be shooting for 300 pounds of tongue weight. And I didn't have that because I was towing the boat with a hitch that did not drop at all. So the trailer wasn't sitting exactly level. It was kind of leaned back, and that was allowing me to have more weight on the back of the trailer and less weight on the tongue. It pulled okay, but when it comes to stopping quickly and all of those things, it affects how it handles. And what I found with this hitch is, not only did I realize that I only had like 100, 150 pounds of tongue weight, but I could easily fix that without even moving anything on the boat. And I'll show you how. So with these WaySafe hitches, they have the adjustable drop. You can get it in a 4, 6, 8, 10-inch drop, all kinds of adjustability. And it has interchangeable balls that you can swap out. So I bought the kit that has the 2-inch and the 2 5/16 because those are the two trailers that I tow. But what makes this unique is how easy it is to adjust the height of your drop, because my trailers are not exactly the same either. Different size of tires and wheels can make the back of the trailer sit at a different height, and so the angle of the trailer might be different depending on which one you're pulling. And so it's not just about matching the drop of the hitch to your truck, it's about matching it to your trailer. And it's so easy to adjust this hitch every time you hook up that's one of the things I loved about this hitch. So what I did to dial in the weight on the tongue of my trailer is I put the jack down on the trailer and I jacked it up until there was no weight on the tongue, and I pulled the pin out of this adjustable section of the receiver, and the key fits not only these pins that adjust it, but it also fits your lock to install it into your truck. So everything's locked up and secured, but you can just pull those pins out once the weight is off, and then you lower the jack down on your trailer. And as you lower it down, you just line up the holes with wherever your trailer is going to sit level, slide that back in there, turn the lock, and you're in, and you're adjusted. And that's all it takes. It's something that makes it so easy to set up for whatever it is that you're towing. And it's good quality made equipment. So when I first hooked up to this boat, the way I've been towing it for the last 6 months, I had less than 200 pounds of tongue weight. But when we used that adjustment to lower it down to where the trailer sits level and it brings the weight forward on the tongue, I got myself to just over 300 pounds of tongue weight, which is right where I wanted to be, and we're ready to roll. Everything's perfect. Now, you want to kind of keep an eye on it. If you're running a full live well, or you add more gear to the front of your boat, all you have to do is look at the dial and you'll know whether your weight has shifted and you need to make some changes to that. Now, to show you the components that come with this kit here, you've got, of course, a good quality lock for your hitch that is keyed the same as your adjustable pin here. Now, this adjustable pin comes out just as easy as that, and this is released. I'll show you how you swap out your ball. Once you've taken it off, you've got access to this pin. Pull the pin, swap to your 2 5/16 or whatever size ball you need. And it's locked in place, and that pin cannot come out once you've put this on and installed your pins to hold it in place. So it's just as easy as that to swap it out. Now, here's one other really cool feature that I love about this, is because it's so easy to pull this pin and move this around. When you're ready, when you're done towing your trailer, you can lock this together just like that, and it's not sticking out past the back of your truck where you're going to crack your shins on it. And we've all done it. So I'm going to try to get in the habit of doing this to where it's stowed away, and it will make me take a look and make sure that I've got the right size ball for whichever trailer I'm towing. Because that's another mistake you don't want to make, is mix up which ball goes with which trailer. Guys, I am really impressed with the quality of this hitch setup, the affordability of this hitch setup, and the overall functionality is just great. I think it's something that everybody who's towing ought to be using. Real quick, we'll go ahead and swap back out to our 2-inch ball so that I can get the boat out of the front yard before my wife gets home. We get that in place, and of course the pin is stowed away inside there just like that. Get your gauge on there. Locked in place. Got your little dust cover, moisture cover there, and we're ready to reinstall this in the truck. Locked in place. Close the dust cover. And now we'll lower this back down. Now guys, I do not pretend to be an expert on towing, and I don't know all the rules about gross vehicle weights and gross trailer weights and towing weights and all the things that you have to abide by. But I do know the simpler that we can make it for us to set up our towing safely and effectively, then the closer we're going to come to following the rules and not getting ourselves into a mess with an accident or something like that. We don't want that extra liability. There's enough to worry about. So putting the right kind of tools in our hands to tow safely is important. And that's what I see in this WaySafe product, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. And the other reason I'm sharing it with you is because we're a partner, we're an ambassador for WaySafe, and if you use our link, you'll get you a discount for purchasing one, and I'll earn a little bit of commission. And that's what helps us to fund and make these videos. And so when I find a good product that's a good fit that I believe in, then I like to share that, and that kind of helps keep the whole circle going. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting to learn just a little bit about a product that you might need for towing your boat. And until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.